First off, I'd like to commemorate the late and great Toriyama. He was more than just an artist, but a person who instills life and vibrancy to everything he touched, whether it be his stories, art, movies, or disposition that attracted you to him. We all share the common opinion that he was the greatest to ever do it. Condolences to Akira Toriyama, the greatest and most influential artist of all time. I'd like to make this video in memory of Toriyama, and all the great memories he's given us, he's given me. With one of his most profound works, Dragonballz. So let us get on with the video. Dragonballz epitomizes the word greatness. Its abstract and compelling characters, coupled with detailed backstories, places, powers, and in general story, give it some of the most alluring atmospheres I've ever witnessed in anime. No comparison, this work is individualistic, it is a modern masterpiece, an unreplicatable marvel. Almost every character in the show possesses a philosophy that gives them reasoning behind every action that they partake in. Whether it is Vegeta and his uncanny arrogance, or Gohan and his pacifistic approach to life, this aspect creates an emotional relationship with the viewer and the show's characters, integrating a hint of relatability within the show's main ethos. These characters are all appropriately paired with insightful dialogue matching their personalities and setting the mood, while simultaneously having some of the most unique and distinctive designs ever. We can all see the creativity oozing out of every scene, whether it be Raditz vs Goku, Piccolo vs Frieza, or Goku vs Vegeta. And each fight scene has a meaningful antithesis that alludes to a greater conclusion. Toriyama's ability to not only breathe life into this wonderful art, but express, project, and manifest his imaginative prowess into reality really provided us with this show that has so many wonderful intricacies. It would be hard to fit this all in one video. For instance, the whole Cell arc was masterfully woven into a meticulous, convoluted, but simultaneously sensible bow, which contained the likes of time travel, Cell a villain of great multitude, new transformations, and symbolic character development. Each arc has a distinctive or intrinsic value that it brings, but they all have one thing in common: the greatness of expression, artistically. Intertwined with the perfectionist, idealist philosophies Toriyama held for his own work. He not only defied criticism, but connected the world through his simple but yet profound series that had everyone's childhood imagination waiting in anticipation for the next episode. Every episode filled us with an emanation of determination and perseverance. The characters, villains, and even Toriyama all provided us with this special feeling. You can't help but start integrating yourself into this world, indulging in its plentiful surroundings and detailed artistry, whilst being mystified at the characters and plot architecture. Each rationale, each reason, and every intricacy has a meaningful influence on the events that we have yet to anticipate. For instance, when a villain uses a transformation, we have yet to know about, providing yet another challenge for our main protagonists to overcome, and in this case, the transformation of a main villain. From this segment of the video, I'll be conversing about specific moments within the series that help exemplify its holistic greatness and contributes to the already amazing plot. One of the most compelling moments in the story has to be Vegeta's sacrifice, and its significance to not only his character, but the humanitarian aspect of the show. Vegeta displays empathy for the first time and lowers his pride to create one of the most memorable moments in anime, which has changed many people in real life, and their own perspectives and outlooks on things. This scene represents selflessness and how the juxtapositioning of selfishness is an inevitable sacrifice of one's own humanity and their own sanity, this being but a speck of the show's value to offer. We have Goku vs Frieza, the most iconic fight in anime. This fight is a representation of justice and how righteousness and morality trump over cold logic in some situations. Frieza is a perfect example of a character made to be evil and misuse his powers. Having Goku, a person who respects his own power, fight this opposing force creates a dynamically interesting fight sequence. The two characters clashing, representing both philosophies of the great or good, or tyranny, materializes an equilibrium that we can soon get used to in the show. Moving on from that spectacle. We have Gohan's own transformative journey to releasing Super Saiyan 2, a form that was not retconned, but to be expected from a fighter who inherited so much potential. The emotions of humans, mixed with the strength of Saiyans, was bound to incur such a result. And in this case, it was Gohan with Super Saiyan 2. He held in the potential through his ideology of pacifism, and that the world doesn't necessarily have to be a place of conflict, but peace. Gohan's sense of justice definitely precedes his own father's, as Goku has the will to fight, even when it is not necessary, due to being a person that always seeks new challenges. But as explains through Goku's own words, power comes in response to a need, not a desire. Gohan soon realizes that to fight is to also protect, and that if he doesn't, he would lose everything he loved. It was an eternal battle, and we could all sense the opposing sides of Gohan trying to prevent him from causing pain. But it was no more, until 16 convinced him that he must protect the life he loved. This teaches us all that no matter how much you want equality or peace, pain is a part of life, and it is inevitable. I could continue on for many or more awe-inspiring experiences this show provides us with, but I want to wrap this video up by saying that Dragon Ball Z encapsulates the meaning of greatness. You aren't just watching Dragon Ball Z, but are experiencing every great moment, every downfall, every upturn, and every single small detail. And this can all be attributed to the one man, Akira Toriyama, the greatest artist of all time. The man who convinced and united the whole world into agreeing that Dragon Ball Z is the best anime of all time. If you guys really enjoyed this video, please leave a subscription and just pay some respect to the GOAT, creator Toriyama. And as always, peace!